trouble to the east, but we maybe shouldn't leave the city before doing some good, at least.
Well, people are rounded up daily. People will be rounded up daily if we leave now. People will be rounded up daily if we leave in 1 week, if we leave in 2 weeks. They will never stop rounding people up to kill them.
And if one of us ends up being rounded up, then that really poses an issue to our future.
Yeah, we would leave you. Oh, sorry. I mean, we would miss
No
you.
one would be left, and none of us would be taken.
If they found out who we were, we would probably be executed pretty quickly.
Yeah, to be fair, if they found out who you were, that you wouldn't be taken. You'd be killed.
I would not let them execute you.
Nothing is stopping us from getting more information about the things that are going on in Saul right now.
Perhaps then we should gather information.
I
How
agree.
far away is the Orcs' land?
Like a horse travel.
Our horses or regular horses?
I'm talking like real horses, not the fucking abominations that you guys
Hey.
are riding.
Our horses are amazing. What are you talking about?
I can walk faster.
If you're looking at going direct, which obviously means you're trying to deal with those crags, you're probably looking at about 40 miles. Going
Not too
around
bad.
them, you're probably looking at 60 to 80 miles.
I mean, would we know if one should go around them or through them?
We would know. We've probably traveled around them.
Yeah.
We've just never been to the city.
Yeah, traveling through the crags is usually considered a stupid thing to do.
Probably not
Because
safe.
they're the way that they're kind of structured. They're these very sheer surfaces, and high winds blow through them. So there's a lot of chance of getting knocked around, getting dropped, and then falling for great distances.
Oh.
I will be right back.
For lack of a better reference, we are not golden gods. We will not survive that.
How
So,
how about we try to find the skin club?
And deal with the
Um,
guard there?
Look,
Well, if even the emperor doesn't,
He doesn't
you know.
officially condone it.
I'm gonna stand up and look a bit. Look, we can go at it whichever way we'd like. No matter which way we go, we'll end up facing the Wolf Guard. The question is, how many do we face at a time? Going at someone in the city means an army. Going at someone outside of the city means a lesser group. The smarter point is to gather from outside moving in, not inside moving out. Unless you're infiltrating, which means that we need more power than we have currently. So the smartest move is to go for the
Outside city.
easiest option, which is outside the city. Now, whatever we do outside the city doesn't matter. We can go ask help from the orcs. We can go investigate another city. That doesn't matter. But staying in SAR is a death sentence.
Yeah.
I would
As
agree.
that was said,
I did tell you all we were leaving the city tonight.
As all of that is getting said, though,
Uh-oh.
Kalik, whenever he mentions the skin clubs, you actually do know where one is.
Oh shit!
I would say, like, because he doesn't know that you realize that you know. Yeah, I would say that if, just by happen chance, if we were to drop by a certain skin club, were to maybe realize that a certain god at a certain place, maybe basically information that we could use for different nefarious reasons, maybe we could help some people before leaving. I'm not saying that we should do anything reckless. I'm simply talking to people, being civil and having a conversation. If the conversations bear no fruit, then we should leave. Otherwise,
Look, the skin club is blah blah blah.
oh, blah blah blah. That's the worst kind of clubs, I would say.
What you know about it is it is in a different part of town. It's not in your neighborhood. It's kind of in a middle class
Oh shit.
district that is a mix of loyalists and just people who happen to live there who don't really have a choice.
Uh,
Um,
yeah, if it's anything like the little you told me last time about the people living there, we're in deep doo-doo if we go there then.
what do you mean?
Because last time you told me that most of the middle class were like you couldn't anybody could report to someone just to gain stature.
Oh well, I mean that's the case with everyone. Basically,
Right.
what you have is whenever all of this occurred, within the first year of the emperor's reign, a lot of nobles were executed for not agreeing with the emperor. That left a lot of gaps at the top. And what happened was all of the unscrupulous kind of criminal element, the guild bosses, that type, they tended to rise to the top because they were the ones that were ruthless enough to take it. So a lot of your upper middle class and your higher class now are actually what would have previously been referred to as the criminal element.
This has given me an idea.
Again, we should maybe just visit the place and find out what people there think and do, and maybe that will give us some useful information. If not, then we will move on. If we do find some information, then we might reconsider our current choices. If informed decision, that's what I say. But apparently I'm the only madman here.
So you want to go there? What kind of information do you want to get?
I'm thinking that if there is a prison, then there are guards, and guards needs to relax. They might visit this place, and we might get to know them.
I was about to say,
Are you
is there a
dodging the
brothel?
question?
Caleb,
You,
do you know anything about a brothel
Sig,
nearby?
this is not the time.
No,
I
no,
would,
no,
pro-
no,
I honestly,
No, no, no.
I would probably know every brothel this side of blah 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 because any way I'm gonna get anything is by paying. So I would know.
Well, one
The best
one
place
thing
to
that
get information would be a brothel because men's lips seem to loosen a lot when their legs are spread.
Well, I can't help you there, sadly, but I'm sure we can split up, and
okay.
splitting the pot is always
one
best.
one thing that you know, Kalek, is that there is quite a difference between kind of local brothels and the skin clubs. The clubs where are specifically kind of a high-end gentleman's club, as it were, where the Wolf Guard hang out. Not much is said about them, except that they're the only places that the Wolf Guard can indulge themselves.
Could I just be
All
really
right.
blunt? I believe I believe Vincent's talking about blackmailing the guards, and I just meant going up, showing up, and killing them all, because they seem like very bad people that even the Emperor dislikes and probably wouldn't care that are gone.
All right. Well, this is what we should do. Let's go. It would take how many days to go out to go looking for the people hunting the orcs? Probably a week to get out there, a week to get back.
Yeah, depending on how quickly you find them. Yeah.
And we have 3 weeks before they are
1
going to
month.
execute. We have 1 month before they're going to execute the guards. Let's go take care of that. While we're taking care of that, you, Jonathan, are going to make something explosive. When we come back, we will
Do
go to
something
one of these
explosive?
clubs. We will set fire to / blow it up. In the chaos that ensues, we will use that distraction to free the 3 guards or 3 knights that are being held.
I would say that blowing people up is a very ineffective way to get them to talk. They don't talk a lot after being blown up.
The goal is to not get them to talk. It's to get
I
them
understand
to
what you're
talk.
saying, but
Eh,
we
These people, they
talk
indulge in some of the worst things, right?
like
They don't
Sex?
seem. They don't seem exactly like they're going to be too ashamed.
Those things that are wolf guards
How about
are
this?
some of the no. There is no reasoning with them. There is no trying to get on their good side, get information from them. There is only killing them so that they can not hurt anyone else. Do you know? Well, no, you don't know what they did to your father.
I know.
I know.
They do not deserve any pity. They do not deserve any warning. They do not deserve any chance to redeem themselves. They have made their choices, and they will die for them, either now or in the future.
What about the? Have you guys talked about the Wolfguard indoctrination site?
No.
Nope.
No?
There is a Wolfguard indoctrination site where there are tons of trainees. If we could destroy that in some way,
Where is that?
it is on the eastern edge of the city.
Is that on our way to the orcs?
I mean, it's in the city.
The
Oh, it's in the city.
eastern, it's basically along the eastern wall. Now, obviously, the orc lands are to the west of you.
Yeah.
The eastern wall is towards the seaside.
You didn't catch this, Doc, but what we talked about was that, like Kalik would point out, staying in this city is very risky now that orcs, a half giant, has already entered, which match very existing profiles in some ways, and on top of that, we are in literally an army of Wolfguard here.
Yeah.
Whatever we do will bring some hell down upon us quickly.
Well,
Yeah.
And Vincent
bear in
points out
mind-
that
Hold on.
yeah.
Bear in mind, the Wolfguard presence here is not heavy. The majority of guards in this city are not Wolfguard. They're local guard. But there is a Wolfguard presence training those local guards, commanding those local guards. But you're not. It's not like every guard you run into here is going to be a Wolfguard.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe if you wanted to put numbers to it, 1 out of every 10 local guards is a Wolfguard.
All right.
I mean, and Vincent's point was that if we're going to leave the city, then we might as well get some information right before we leave, so we actually make an informed decision when we get back here.
And
Do we know how long it'll take?
Yeah, 1 week there, 1 week back, but just because it takes a week there, it doesn't mean that we will find them at once. I mean, it's a big place, so
when it
we
comes
might
to
spend a whole week looking for them.
when it comes to the execution, what we figured out was that we probably would make it back, likely.
I mean, again, I would say that's kind of because 1 week there, let's say, and we say 1 week to find them, and then 1.5 weeks back. Then we still have like 3-4 days to
And-
maybe try to do something.
At
about it.
the very least, we can warn the orcs that they're coming, even if we can't find them.
Sure.
Zig and Zag, you are actually aware from the meetings at the ceremonies that you were at that the orcs are aware of a band of adventurers, as they called them, who are trying to basically pick off orcs traveling in small groups. And they are actually, well, in their very orcish way, without admitting it, telling people not to travel in small groups for the most part. But doing that in an orcish way that doesn't actually say that, because that would make them sound weak.
Of course not.
Yeah, so we're already aware of that, so just whatever Casey said.
So do they know where the attacks have been happening? That should, if anything, narrow our area that we have to search in.
The attacks have been coming from the southern edge of the lands of Urk, along the ravine.
So, again, I think right before leaving town, we should at the very least try to find out a little bit more information about the situation here. I'm new to the city, so clearly I don't know much about it, so I would like to familiarize myself.
To the brothel then.
You first.
You're the one with the money.
Ladies
You want to
first.
get prostitutes? You want to get prostitutes to talk? You got to pay them.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to take our wooden currency.
Yeah, I have a feeling since the bartender wouldn't take it.
I guess I lead the way then.
I want to make so many jokes about them taking your word.
Is not
but I'm not going to.
money.
It is.
It
It's
is
not
in their
that.
culture.
The culture's rubbish.
Gather
Thank
your
you,
stuff up
Jonathan.
before we leave. We're not coming back to this inn.
Ha ha ha, you said orc culture.
Did you hear me?
Yes.
What?
Gather your
Yes,
stuff up before
sir.
we leave. We're not coming back.
Oh,
All I had was a
okay.
backpack full of things, so it's pretty easy.
I'm gonna just be twisting my head like I lived on the fucking street for a century just to have this guy order me around. What the hell is going to? I'm just gonna mutter like that for myself.
He's being very dramatic.
When you've lived a century, you can complain.
And and halfway out the door, he would kind of stop and turn around and say, "I'm not treating all of you. That's a given, right?"
You have an hour.
I mean,
Gonna
I
need
didn't
more
need
than
that
an
long.
hour.
Yeah.
Oh,
What is it? I don't need much more than an hour.
so we'll meet at the gate, or could someone maybe please come with me? Maybe someone who is good at hitting
I will
people.
come with you.
Thank
I
you.
will come with you. I am very, very proficient in hitting people.
Which I'm
Is-
not.
is it,
I appreciate that.
Why are you guys going out? Is it in a curfew right now?
Is there a curfew in the city?
There is a curfew in this city, yes.
To be fair, the half orcs would not know.
Yeah, at this point, though, I mean, you've been talking through most of the evening. It's probably about 4 a.m., and the curfew would probably be just about to lift because businesses start quite early in the morning.
Mm.
So you're probably going to be heading out either within a few minutes before the curfew ends or just after it's ended.
Cool.
Which means the brothel will be quiet as well.
Yeah, it's 4 o'clock in the morning, so it'll be fairly quiet.
We get to be.
Everyone will be getting up.
Oh
going,
wait! If they're going to the brothel, I'm coming.
Yeah.
"Well, we-
You also,
Everything
Yes.
will be quite sloppy this time of the morning.
Mm.
you
You
three
know
are
how to
going
stick
to the
the
brothel.
shadow through, Caleb.
You three are going to go wait in the woods outside with Shyla.
I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna go as a demon up until we get to the end of my streets, unless we leave my streets, Casey, at all.
You're actually heading. Well, there are two in the area. One that's further into your area, and one that's outside of it.
I would
And
say
they're
that
probably both about 10 minutes walk from the tavern you're at.
I'd go inside my area because I know that there aren't bad guys here. Going outside my area is gonna be bad.
yes,
Okay.
but wouldn't you know everything that happens within your area? So shouldn't we travel outside of it to find out more information that maybe you don't necessarily know which means we need to talk to people that you don't know.
Oh, I'm gonna go as a human then, and I'm
Yeah.
not gonna like this.
There's not
Yes.
many guards come into your area. If that's what
No,
you're
I know.
looking for.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
killed most of them.
I mean, yeah, I mean,
No joke.
Yeah, no, and Vincent would go, yes, that would be troublesome because we're trying to find information from them, so to stop them from speaking to prostitutes.
I assume we have to go, and I'm just gonna point out we're down the other way, down to the other, which is not in my area.
Mhm.
I'm gonna be muttering under my breath that I don't get to see Dolly.
He sounds very nice, I guess.
He?
It's name of a doll. Should we just
Unfortunately, Zag's not going. He would not have minded that comment at all.
Yeah.
Like, are you really as innocent as you look?
No.
The rich boy
So-
with the gun? No, of course not.
So who's going with us?
Me.
And who?
Yeah. It's
I think
her,
smaller group.
her, you, and it's Khalid.
Kalik.
Oh, I'm coming too.
And we can wait outside because
I mean, in that case, all of us might as well go. I mean, why not?
I
think
mean,
a
don't worry.
smaller
4
group
instead of 7.
draw less attention.
It
Yeah.
sounds
Yeah.
so far. I'm hearing everyone
John
except
wouldn't go.
Arthur, Jonathan.
Yeah.
Is
Zag did not plan to go. He
Arthur,
would like to,
Jonathan,
but he realizes.
And
okay, Arthur, Jonathan, and Zag are not going.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't quite know if that brother would cater to my taste.
they're gonna head outside of the city and wait for us.
Okay.
I can't use a mount because I'm so big. So I will probably slow you all down.
Don't worry, my mount's pretty big.
You can
It's not gonna
share,
hold hands.
Doc.
Yeah, you
Well, I
would,
mean,
you
it's
would
also
basically
slow.
need a wagon if you were going to.
We can figure that out when we get back from
Alright,
the thing.
we already have one wagon with a gun in it.
Yeah, Czar, or I'm not Czar. I came here with a wagon so I could carry the gun.
So,
Once I get fine steed, I'm gonna have a really awesome fucking horse.
Yeah, a massive celestial horse.
Mhm.
With a
Um,
Gatling gun on the back.
Pulling the cart with a gnome in it, firing a Gatling gun.
He's not a
No,
gnome.
he's a human. There's
He-
no gnomes
There's
here.
no
Yeah, he's a
gnome in the
human.
group.
Yeah.
Okay.
Conspicuous
He's a
as fuck.
human who was raised by gnomes.
That's where my confusion.
That's
Yeah.
why he's acting like a gnome. Yeah.
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 He grew up among the gnomes. He learned how to work as a gnome, but he is a human.
Got it.
So Vincent would try to direct us towards a brothel that he would think the gods would frequent.
I think
and
Kalik
you-
would do that, wouldn't he?
Yeah, that's true. He
Yeah.
would ask him,
Yeah.
yeah. of
Yeah,
course.
and you do find one, and you do get there. And most of them seem quite tired.
I wonder why.
It's 4 in the morning. It's just starting to slow down, and you almost get the impression that they were just closing up when all of you show up.
With 3 new patrons shop.
Round 2, everybody. I guess he would give Sag allowance for a hooker, I
Zig.
guess.
I'm Zig.
No,
I'm Zig.
Sag, because Sag also Sag.
Zag is
No,
over.
Zag's not
Shit.
there.
I did not
Okay.
go.
Yeah, I
The
would give
prostitutes
Sag.
will be to his.
Guys, you guys are very confusing, alright? Which I think was the point of your names.
You got like 40 minutes left.
How much
Just,
does a hooker
every
cost?
time say zigzag.
Yeah. How much does a hooker cost?
Oh, hey.
How good are you wanting?
Surprise
wanna
me.
Quickie.
Surprise me.
You're looking at anywhere from 20 up to 200 gold.
Give me 100.
Dude,
What are you people doing?
dude,
Spending hundreds of gold in a brothel.
You're not there. You're not
Yeah.
there.
You're not there.
Yeah,
Unfortunately.
Yeah, when Six
you're
says,
outside getting flirted up by Zag.
when
Whoa.
Six
I want an elf.
When
Okay.
Sig says that, then if I'm going to pay 100 gold for a hooker, then I'm going to pay that on spend the money on myself. I will give you 20, and sorry, what's your first name, dwarf?
Zig. Oh,
No,
Declan.
dwarf.
Declan. Declan. You don't have money on your own, or do you really want to spend my money? Okay. I see it. I guess I will give you
Spending someone else's money is always better.
Yeah,
his
horrible
for you
marriage joke
too.
in there.
Thank you for the shell, and here you go have fun, and I will go and actually do some work. then.
While you're
That
Wait.
was
tell the truth.
iron,
I'm just
you
gonna-
idiot.
Oi, dumbasses. Remember why we're here. We're here to gather information. You can get your rocks off afterwards.
What?
Said the-
You saying that right in front of the
You all are
head
retarded.
honcho?
No,
Why are
I'm
you saying that in the-
whispering it.
Oh, yeah.
Of course I'm fucking whispering it.
Yeah.
Don't
Really?
be stupid.
And,
Yeah.
when you're
Yeah.
when you're there sharing out money, I'm just gonna go hand out.
He will shake your hand like, yes, buddy. And then he will walk off and like yes. And
As you walk off, I'm actually going to use telepathy to fuck with you, and I'm going to say in your head, "Don't you walk off from me!"
Are you doing this to Vincent?
yeah.
Yeah.
Why are you guys traumatizing him so much?
Because it's worth it.
Casey, I want to basically chat up a hooker to get the price down from an expensive one.
Okay.
Oh my god.
You're
That's
trying to
what you wanna-
fucking
You're
barter?
supposed to be getting information.
Yes,
Give
but
me
If I can
persuasion.
get
High-end
information
information
and
needs a
sex,
high-end
it's even
hooker.
better.
Persuasion.
right.
You pay 20 gold and
No, I think he's spending 100, but he's talking her down.
Nice.
He's nagging her
27.
into a better price.
It's near the end of the night, and you get her down to 75.
I mean, I don't want to spend that much money.
Too bad.
Oh
Alright,
my
fuck
God.
it. I'm gonna impress my new friends.
A quarter
I'm gonna
off
impress
is
my new
pretty
friends
good.
here, sure. And I'm gonna make a big deal about paying a lot of money. Fuck it.
Okay.
Shit, fuck.
I'm going to
Prices are
pick the most.
double.
I'm going to pick the most tired-looking prostitute, like the one that just looks ragged.
Okay.
Oh, so the one that's gonna look at you and go, "Oh, please no."
And then when we walk off into the room, I'm going to sit down on the bed. I'm going to say, "Look, I'm not here for anything like that. You can just chill out. All you have to do is talk to me, and I will pay you."
She kind of looks at you and goes, "Oh well, I can certainly do that."
Do you want a drink or some food or something? You just hang out.
It's your time.
Okay. And I'm just going to try to get information out of her.
Okay. What are you trying to find out?
I have no fucking idea.
Just
Great.
random
I would like
information.
to extract information from you. I don't know what I'm looking for though.
I have a +1 needle.
Can you
of
just
extraction.
tell me everything you know?
It all started from when I was 4. That was my first memory.
Tell me your name. Well, it all
Well,
started.
it's like we have an hour's time. I just
Yeah.
want to get as much information on the
Like
nights,
half an hour by now.
the nights that are being held, and the 50 people that are being. Is it 50?
Yeah, it's 50. That they
Yeah,
put
50.
out. They've picked specifically.
Yeah, and any information that someone who she's been with might have told her about the Wolf Guard, sorry, not the Wolf Guard, the Battle Maiden.
Okay. She doesn't know anything about any knights. Regarding the 50 people, she actually, she's very reluctant to talk about it to begin with, but you do eventually talk her around, and she admits that actually she has a couple friends who are among the 50. And you get the impression from her that she's already mourning them as dead. Because when the guards round people up, they never let them go. That just never seems to be the way that it ends. She doesn't know much beyond the fact that they were rounded up just a few blocks from here. That, as far as she knows, they're being held in a facility, with a few guards around it, and the other guards keep saying.
The facility is?
She thinks. I mean, she knows the area, and she knows that there's a couple kind of jails there. She doesn't know exactly which one. They don't usually. If you ask too many questions, you end up in one of them.
Right, okay. For fuck's sake. Useless prostitute.
I
mean, you still have 15 minutes. You can use it. Vincent will try something similar, but he will go with the route of shit. How do you even start such a conversation? I mean, so high. Yeah.
Open wide.
Yeah. Okay. How about this? Right before they start, he would say, "Well, I must make a confession.
This is my first time."
No, stop it.
I'm sorry. Go on.
I just got transferred to SA. You see, my father was one of the officers of the guard here, and he wants me to also step up into his position one day. But for me to be able to do that, I need to know my men, and my men will be part of the SA Guard. From what I understand, they frequent you, and I think it would be very beneficial for both of us.
They don't frequent here, they frequent her.
I said her. And if we both could benefit from this relationship, where you tell me something about them, and you get gold, and maybe once in a while a favor from the guard. And I know that people in your profession have at times problem with them, and I'm sure that if friends scratch each other's back, you scratch mine and I will scratch yours.
Roll me persuasion.
Now.
Okay, and trying to organize what you just rambled through there into what she actually would be able to tell you. She falls for your bluff, that much is obvious. You primarily get the impression that the guards do come here, but the most important thing that she has learned from them is not to ask questions. She does inform you that a friend of hers who worked here for a while recently took a new job at one of the Wolfguard's private clubs, as she calls it, and has not been seen since.
The name of her friend?
Alexa. You get the impression from her that basically she has learned not to ask too many questions, and that seems to be the key to survival.
And what's her name?
Gina.
Well, Gina, if you want to make it in this town, you need to start asking questions. I will be back shortly, and we'll have a little talk again. And if you know something more, then I will be very so excited to hear it from you. And I'm sure that there will be a considerable sum there waiting for you for that information.
She looks very worried as you say that.
You see, my father doesn't tolerate failure, as you understand, and...
Are you now threatening a prostitute?
Yes,
I'm not. I'm not. You guys are making this far more evil than it sounds like. It's not.
I think you're making it sound sinister. I'm
the son of a prominent guard, and if you don't tell me information next time I'm back here,
I hadn't finished my sentence.
Please.
Let the man finish.
Exactly. I was mid-sentence, like mid-guard, and when I had higher standing, then I'm sure that both of us will profit from it. And he will try to make her a friend and not be, oh, I'm gonna stab you if you don't do as I say. Basically.
Yeah, the issue is not so much necessarily the overt threat from you, but the fact that she has always been told and always been under the impression that her life continuing is dependent on her not asking questions.
Sure.
And you've told her to ask questions.
And now she has someone who says that they're on their way into a prominent position in the guard, telling her to ask questions.
Yeah.
So now she has to try to figure out if you really want her to ask questions, or if you're getting her to ask questions so that you can find out she will ask questions so that you can kill her.
Can I make some kind of roll to make her think that she wants to ask questions because I want her to ask, because someone in that position would want her to ask those kind of questions.
You just screwed up.
Not questions
Yeah,
that
I think
Are you done?
they
Are you done?
are going to ask.
Are you
the
done
person.
threatening the hooker?
At this point, after the conversation there, you've had your persuasion roll. You've been very persuasive.
I want to let
you are now at the mercy of her intelligence check to see how she interprets what you told her.
The mercy of a prostitute's intelligence.
Yeah, she might be smart. You don't know.
Like I'm just
She might be working her way through college.
yeah, exactly. This was a higher end prostitute. She's doing this to get her PhD in
Her PhD. She's going to Wizard College.
yeah, exactly.
Her PhD in wolfguarding, so she can get sent to the
Wolfguard. And he's just going to get there and not see you there and go, oh.
Yeah, and his comment about we'll see each other later is basically to let her stew and maybe just think this over, and when we get back from the orc business, he will.
That was the less subtle threat.
Me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Shit.
So basically, the evening that you have there, the morning rather, is there anything else anyone else was questioning for specifically?
Yeah, no, I would make use of my 75 gold for something.
Wait, what?
That's ridiculous. A run of money for
There
that.
were supposed to be questions?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is anyone else asking any questions while you're there?
The dwarf just enjoyed a nice time with an elven woman. What? It's true.
I'm just here in case he gets into trouble. Now once we finish, and, like she steps out, and we're done, I am gonna go back into the form of a little mouse and sneak my way over to.
Oh, so now the
Gotta
dwarf is a boy here
but-
too.
That'd be creepy.
No.
Go
This is once it's done. No. I'm just gonna like be a little bitty mouse and kind of like crawl into his pocket as he's walking out.
Okay.
Ooh.
Straight.
Into Vincent's pocket as he's walking
Oh.
out.
Mhm.
Or maybe I don't notice.
Give me
I
a
don't
perception
notice.
check, Vincent. Declan, give me a what do they call stealth now? Is it
Stealth?
Stealth.
It's
Stealth.
stealth.
Can I join perception on this one, Casey?
I think Ice get a bonus to stealth checks, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna
would
say
say-
that you have advantage.
I don't see a stealth button. Does that mean
there is
that
stealth?
I see sleight of hand survival?
Yeah, then
You
you
no,
don't have
generate
stealth.
skills.
Yeah.
Huh?
Quick generate skills that'll add in the ones you're missing. Sometimes they don't all just pop up.
Yeah.
So
Generate.
this is text based anyway.
What button do I have to click? Skills?
Generate skill. Oh, go to edit mode and then click generate skills.
The blue button at the bottom.
Okay.
Yeah,
There
it fills
we
in the ones
go.
you're missing.
All right. I will roll stealth and stealth.
You better make it.
And you just
Okay.
make it there.
Shit.
By one.
It's not even like everyone saw it, and like I'm just like the only one who doesn't see a rat going down my neck like here. Like
I asked if I was allowed to roll on it.
Yeah, give me a roll as well, Caleb. And Zig as well, you're there.
Oh.
Probably has decent perception.
Kalik, you don't have advantage for any reason right now, do you?
No.
Okay. You think you see something, but you're not 100%.
Kalik
That
sees
is
the
shit.
mouse, and I
Yeah.
turn around and I see that he almost sees me. You just see the mouse do this motion with his little
As
front.
soon as I think I see something, Casey, I'm gonna activate this one.
Okay.
It's basically just an hour with per advantage.
Okay.
Yeah, so you definitely see the mouse going.
shut the fuck
Yeah.
up, son. I will cut you.
The green-eyed mouse makes a quiet motion as it
Slowly drawing a line across his throat.
I'm basically gonna use telepathy and tell him, really, really.
The mouse nods at you.
I like, and I thought I was the kid. I'm just gonna start.
I don't know if I can telepathy
No,
back.
I don't think you can answer me.
It's
No.
Yeah, usually unless it specifies it's one way.
Yeah, it's the mystic version of it, so I think it's just one way.
I just love that 3 people went for information, 1 just went for a good time.
Yeah, it's just
You
one way.
guys cost me so much money.
Yeah, they understand, but it doesn't say they can reply.
Oh, Big Head Zag wasn't there.
You offered to pay.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
You did offer.
So
Hey, I gotta keep up
You
appearance.
depart and do you head for the edge of town?
Yeah.
Now, as we get outside the gate, I'm going to like crawl up the side and onto his shoulder.
Dad!
And as you brush me off, I kind of go back into a dwarven form on the ground, rolling around, just laughing, just belly laughing.
Oh, that's so disgusting. No, this was a new jacket. Oh no. Oh,
I'm gonna
it's
have
all
to
over
burn
me.
this dick.
We gotta turn around. I gotta take a shower.
It's okay. I have a
I-
cleaning solution. I have a
Ooh,
cleaning solution right
I-
here.
I create water over his head.
And on that,
Kids.
Dear Lord.
before we move on to the road,
Jonathan getting horribly abused.
yeah,
No, not
well,
Jonathan.
Before we move on to the
Vincent
road.
getting
Vincent, yeah.
getting abused. There at the gates of town, as you're departing, we're gonna go ahead and call it for the night.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I was going to say roll initiative.
No,
Thank God.
no.
Like you used magic. What?
No,
For Jonathan.
far enough away
For Vincent.
Well, Jonathan too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jonathan
Yeah.
too, but it wasn't Jonathan in that instance.
Yeah.
And
Basically,
that's-
poor humans. Yeah.
Yeah, basically. You're human.
Jonathan,
watch out.
I feel your pain.
Yeah, we're just getting abused, man.
Yeah,
it's us
man.
versus them.
Yeah.
To be fair, Jonathan
Dude,
is
it's right.
basically
We
a
have
no.
guns.
Yeah, he is. So
Yeah,
basically,
and
no,
if
so.
it's anything, what history has told us is that white men with guns always
Wait.
win.
Did you say guns? I thought you said chew toys.
What?
Chew toys? Chew toys?
No, boomsticks.
How big are the guns? They're like
No, I have like a
size.
gun that's like this, and he has a gun that's like this.
so yeah, that's like a chew toy. For Shada.
Oh, okay.
It's like a
All
chew
right.
toy.
Okay.
She could carry it for you.
Awesome first session.
Good game, everybody.
This is just good. This game is gonna go crazy. I can
I
feel. I
know-
can feel it.
Yeah, I know we could have skipped over the initial introductions, but I had put so much thought into how
Yeah,
I
no,
wanted
no,
to mess
no. I
with
think
all of
that
them.
went well. I think that went well.
I didn't want to miss the opportunity to freak out Madman. I mean,
You did. You did.
everyone.
Congratulations. I'm freaked for life.
All right.
You got a phobia of mice now. You can. Isn't that one of the? Isn't phobia one of the quirks? You should totally
is.
pick up a phobia of mice, even if it's just a minor one.
All right, guys. Yeah, good game, and we will
Yeah.
pick up there next week.
Yeah.